Hi, my name is Zhaoya. Today I'm going to demonstrate the difference between chocolate cake and brownies. So as you see, I already made two batters, so that's more save time. And before everything started, I already washed my hands, tied my hair, and prepared a lot of the paper towel in case it got messy. So I will start by introduce what I use in those two batters. The ingredients are pretty much the same. I use cocoa powders, flours, sugar, and a little bit salt. I use baking soda, eggs, water, and some of the olive oil. So I will then explain why I use those things. The first thing I'm going to introduce is the baking soda. The reason I use baking soda in these two batters because they already include acid agent, so I don't have to don't have to use baking powder. So the chocolate kind of work like as a leaving agent. So as the acid agent, so the baking soda will work just fine. The baking soda can help both of it increase in volume by producing some carbon dioxide during baking, so that's very essential. And the other thing is salt. I just add a little bit salt into two batters because the salt can bring out more flavor of the chocolate, so it will taste better. Also, I added 3 eggs into the chocolate cake batter and 2 eggs into the brownie batter. The reason I add 3 eggs into chocolate cake batter because chocolate cake needs more moisturize. So I add more cake because the cake can provide moisturize and also help lifting and bounding the batter together. And in case of the brownie, it doesn't have to be that moisturized, so I only added 2 eggs. And also the water amount are different in those two batters. In the cake batter, I add a cup and a quarter cup of the water into it, and in the brownie batter, I only add a quarter cup of water into it. The difference is also because the chocolate cake needs more moisturized and the brownie doesn't have to be that moisturized because it needs to be more chewy. The last thing I add is some oils. It works as the olive oil works as the shortening in those two recipes. And the reason I use olive oil because I know I should use butter, but the olive oil is more healthier, so I choose olive oil. So as now you can see, those two batters are pretty well mixed. Now I'm gonna pour them into my little cupcake pan. I use that because it's a smaller portion and easy to compare after I add the same amount of the batters into those cupcake pans, and then we can compare what's the difference between the chocolate cakes and okay, as you can see, I almost pour about the same amount of the brownie batter and chocolate batter into the cupcake pan. So I already set the oven to 350 degrees and I'm going to leave them there for about like 20 minutes and see how's that going. Hi, so now you can see the chocolate cake and the brownies done. I apologize for the 2 missing pieces because the guys filming it ate it, so we got 4 right now. But as you can see, it's quite different. The chocolate cake has more volume than the brownie because they use a different amount of water, egg, and the baking powder. And if you cut it in half, you can see that chocolate cake has more air bubble inside it and it's soft and spongy inside than the brownie, which the brownie could be thick and not include that that amount of bubble. So here is the difference between the chocolate cake and the brownie. Even though they use same kind of ingredients, but because the different using amount of the baking soda, water, and egg, it can provide different kind of things. So here's my video. Thank you for watching.